Here we are, another day in paradise. We brought the little baby chicks out and stuck them out here in the cage so they could get familiar with everybody. And everybody can kind of get familiar with them a little bit, get to know them. They're way too small to go in with these guys, but they're going to grow fast. They ain't going to be quite as big as these little monsters. But I just thought I'd take a minute and let you show you how this is the thing with these babies. This is not a one-day thing. This is going to take a while. That's the two roosters. Quit being a rooster. And there's Bingo. Oh, Bingo wants to fight through the cage. Look, what are you doing, Bingo? You're too big to be picking on him. What the hell is up with that? That little chicken standing right up to Bingo, too. Yeah, they got to get to know each other a little bit. Thought I'd take a minute here and show you the progression. This thing, it's going to take, I don't know, a couple of weeks just to get them to get familiar with each other and start wanting to fight them. Myrtle's in there. She's got a little baby inside the building there in the purple building. And these things here, one day they got a mouse. And that big white one, that white one over there, and that one right there had a mouse. And they each had one end of it, and they pulled and ripped it in half. And they had blood all over the front of them. They took their little pieces in the corner and ate them. And I think that's what they would do to them little baby chicks if they could. They're pretty freaking serious critters. And so, it's going to take a little while. So these things got to get big enough. The other thing I wanted to touch on real quick is feeding. An alternative method to feeding. I see on YouTube all the time about how all these different inexpensive ways to offset your feed bills and everything. Well, I hang around here on the little farm pretty much, and I come through this way quite often. And when I do, I go straight to the free food. I come over here and I come down here and get this clover. I just start grabbing hands full, pulling the clover up, putting it in the little bucket, and throwing it in there because they like it. And these guys, they come out here and they get their own. They pick and choose what they want. Now, why would you be eating that, huh? Why would you be eating that? So we just come out here and we throw some in there. Now, I'm just doing this a little bit just to show a point, but it only takes a quick minute to grab a little bucket full. And then I'll just bring it over here. These little whippersnappers. This has two things. This offsets the feed bill, and it gives them green. It gives them green in their diet. As soon as the vegetable garden gets kicking off real good, they'll start getting vegetables too. We got pumpkins and summer squash and big giant sunflower seeds and cucumbers and all that stuff just to help offset the bill a little bit. These guys here, they come out pretty regular. Let me get my thing blowed up here. What's going on? They come out pretty regular every day for, I don't know, a couple, 3-4 hours. And they do their little pillaging. And they don't need as much as they do. They come out here and they get all the greens and bugs and whatever else they can get a hold of. So that's them. And that's just one way to offset it. You know, I come through here a couple times a day and I grab a couple of these little orange buckets and throw a couple handfuls of stuff at them. And as you can see, they just tear that right up. Now, they get everything. They get all kinds of stuff. One thing about me, I spoil my chickens. I spend way too much money on food. And this little thing here is mostly when I picked this clover up for them. Originally it started because they made it so barren in there. They freaking destroy everything. So this here gives me the opportunity to give them some greens just for the nutritional value of it. And I throw a little bit in there to them little babies. They're starting to eat it. And the Myrtle in there with her little baby. Myrtle eats it. Myrtle is training that chick, and I'm leaving it in there as an experiment. The one thing I did find out about that chick is not familiar with humans. And I went in there earlier today and I went to pick the little thing up, and the little thing just attacked me like rah, real ferocious. and it's like really tiny. And I guess it's just a survival thing where, when you're born in the wild. So my fear is that that thing's going to be feral, in so much as it's unfamiliar to humans. So I'm going to have to spend a little time with that thing and soften him down a little bit. I hope it's not another rooster. And so these little guys here, I dig they like the high ground, but when I first brought the babies out, they were all around, and that little freaking rooster right there, that little calico there, he tried to stick his head in there. He had a crack in the door, and he's trying to work the door open. And I don't know what his problem is. But so I'll take him back in the little ones back in the house tonight, and then everybody be back where they're supposed to be. Charlie, I got some bad news for Charlie. He's going back on lockdown tomorrow morning when I come out. His home will be waiting for him. He's going back in the other part there for a while because he's just doing too much damage. I let him out for a couple of days. I wanted to break the confinement down a little bit, but shit, the longer he's locked down, the hornier the little bugger gets. And so he's going on lockdown a little longer. I had him on lockdown, I think, like a week. And this time's going to be, I don't know, 10 days, maybe 2 weeks, maybe a little longer. I don't know. We'll see how he does. And hopefully these hens here will get bigger. They got a little while to get bigger, so we just got to get him enough hens where he isn't wearing out the few that he's got. He has more that he can spread it around, and then maybe he won't be doing as much damage. So, and then of course the roosters are all going to be in their little stag pen. We're not having 20 roosters and 10 hens. And so since these little roosters here grew up together and know each other and already got their shit figured out, I can keep them together as a separate little flock. That's the plan. I'd like to stick Charlie in there, so they can have, he can have some companionship, some friendship. But hell, I think he would kill these things. I really do. I really do think that if Charlie got in there right now, those little roosters would not be safe at all. It's not a fight. It would be an attack. So we're going to let them get a little bigger, get some size on them. At least they'll have some skills. I will say this. I don't know where Charlie comes from, but these guys get their boxing matches in every day. They fight each other and everything on a regular basis, so they're honing their skills. So maybe Charlie's going to have his little work cut out for him. And so that's our little quick clip for today. Thank you very much. Hit the like and subscribe button and the notification button, and I'll catch you next time.